over and talk to him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's one of the cool things about this too, is like, you know, whether it's just this is an opportunity for some of these players. Maybe they've been playing Halo for, you know, 10 plus years like Gaiden, and he now gets to be on the main stage. Looks like Snakebite opted to go for that overshield immediately, which is a bit surprising. I would expect him to go for snipe.
Yeah, so Snakebite went and sent World Famous to go contest the, I believe the rockets that were there by Green, and then Flamesword came around to the side to just pick him off. So that gave him that first kill, but it is going to be 1-1. And I like that this overshield pickup, so long as they work together here, this overshield pickup should be able to net them 2 more kills, because if he can get into a fight quickly enough, he can take full advantage of it. And doesn't see him right behind him. That's going to be the back whack. You got to check around those corners there, bud, because you never know where they're going to come from.
Yeah, Snakebite just process of elimination, narrowed down that map. He charged right across overshield side, still didn't see the sniper or player, and then quickly moved on over towards that mauler.
Snakebite, a lot of value here. He has the overshield. He's going to have the sniper rifle. Player's going to be pinned back by the shotty as well. Now they can look to push this, but wait a minute. Flamesword goes in for the challenge, and Snakebite's going to catch him with the no scope there onto the body. World Famous also has a snipe to boot, and that's going to be a good tag on him. It's going to really just put that player in a spot where he has to slow down. And I like that, just putting shots into them, sending them back.
Yeah, also just fantastic awareness and understanding of the Halo spawn system right there. First off, obviously laying down that shot from the call out from Snakebite, and then secondly, just realizing where that other player would come from, which is right around from flag.
Oof, man, that was actually a great start there for the Northeast Central Division, though. Obviously needing to step it up, as the score is going to be 5-2. Always expect the 2v2s to go a lot slower, especially in the early goings, as we've seen in the past.
Yeah, right now I'm trying to figure out where my allegiance lies as far as region-wise goes. You know what I mean? Because like I'm from the central area, you know, from Michigan, but now I live over in Seattle, so I guess it's like West Coast. I got like 2 horses in this race, so I'm just going to claim whichever one wins.
I got to go Northeast all day, you know what I mean? I mean, listen, Snakebite's slaying, but on top of which, you know, I'm from New York. Even though Snakebite's from Jersey, it's his own personal affliction. It's all things we just...
They're basically the same thing, though, right?
No, they're not. You shut your mouth. You shut your mouth. That is terrible. Don't ever say that to me. I do like, though, that I think, yeah, so Gravo's also from Northeast, but he's West Coast, and I think the only one who doesn't have a horse in a race is Onset.
Oh, that's right.
You know, we don't have a... They weren't able to bring their modems out, you know, and somewhere Onset, and even Wonderboy to an extent.
And Sims is just cursing us right now as
cursing our names, right? Don you, Golden Boy and Walshy.
But here's the pressure right now. Looks like Flame able to pick up that huge kill on Snakebite. World Famous is trying to buy some time, staying alive at that top turret. But Flame now has not just a sniper, a full sniper. So much ammo in it, but gets taken out immediately. So great job by World Famous. Many times just creating opportunities for Snakebite to push up, and he just stays alive every single time there. So really good job by World Famous to take the most advantage of his top pro teammate and let him do work.
10-4 the score right now. Northeast leading. Snakebite started the game off with that overshield. It's kind of snowballed from there. Gaiden's going to be stuck out, but very well done there to be able to follow up, pick off that kill onto Snakebite, who was going to be top snipe tower. Flamesword finding World Famous in front of him, and World Famous is going to be stuck out in the open, so he's got to be mindful for Gaiden, who could try and push him there. I think he was on top of the platform, like right by training.
Yeah, but here's still that full snipe. Like, I think that's Flamesword's concern and or target at the moment. He realizes how much ammo that has in it and how much an effect that can have for the rest of the game. I mean, you grab that sniper and you even hit every other shot, you could be a tie game.
Well, and also you got to take into consideration, right, just the overshield. It's been grabbed by Northeast 2 times now. This is such a huge thing in a 2v2 because you have so much added shields on top of that. Flamesword's going to be stuck in the corner. I maybe was trying to either hide out or time out.
Yeah.
One of those two, time out rockets or hide out and just hope that no one noticed him. But there, Northeast is in full control of this game, Walshy.
Yeah, and then this is just trouble. They're just putting the squeeze on them right now on this half of the map. So it looks like Snakebite's just going to revert on back. Looks like someone may have slipped on through. Just doing,
oh,
I don't want to say a pre-rocket. Clearly got a call out from World Famous, and they're just working so well together.
Yeah, they're doing their job. And this is the thing about Snakebite. He is the kind of player that he could, if he tells you, hey, just do this, focus on this, give me the call-outs here. Like, not only is he an incredible tactician in game, but he's probably one of the best slayers that are out there. This guy can throw down with the best of them. And on top of which, he also just has that guidance as a captain. World Famous, so he's going to fall down and looking for the follow-up. Snakebite going to be getting that no-scope in the air. Flamesword drifts away from that one.
One thing to point out, too, about those no-scopes is a lot of people out there, they'll watch like these top pro clips and be like, oh, look at like pros get no scopes and do this stuff all the time, but like that's a very calculated and non-risky play to go for from that distance, because Snakebite had the opportunity to just duck away over in that Needler pit. It's not like Snakebite was overly committing, jumping out in the open and doing a do or die moment in that situation. It's just like, no, he's just gonna go for that other opportunity, and worst case, he's at 10% shield instead of 40% shield, and he's gonna get his shields back no matter what.
Oh, and that's gonna be a trade out there, but more power weapon control for the Northeast once again. So we're coming down to the final moments. Yet another overshield is gonna be secured by Northeast. Snakebite, World Famous, working very well together. I don't think there's been any point in time in this game where I've seen a member of the Northeast without either a power-up or a power weapon with how they've been playing this one out.
half our callouts, I keep hearing you say like World Famous Snakebite. I feel like we're in like a Pitbull song right now, where it's like every single time you're calling out those two team names.
Mission Worldwide. I'm sorry.
God, I
hate
hate
Hispanic in me. I had to do it. One time I did go to a party. I just gotten a haircut, and someone had perceived that I was Pitbull. I ran with it. I was able to get a free adult beverage from said exchange. Satisfied with my
You're no Mr. 305.
No, definitely no Mr. 305. I can never be that. Oh, and Flamesword is able to get that kill. That's going to be a double kill for him, and he's going to have that sniper rifle, trying to bring this one back from the clutches of defeat on the pit. But that early start for the Northeast have just, it really, they're feeling it right now. This is when you got to start to just go kill for kill. Oh. Nice double kill from Flamesword onto World Famous, telling him, or World Famous, more like, you know, kind of not, if you know what I'm saying. Like what I'm having.
Saying World Famous, he's saying who?
Yeah, World Famous, you ain't nothing. You ain't Mission Worldwide.
You also saw,
Worldwide,
so that may have seemed like an overly aggressive push from Flamesword there at that moment, and yes, it was given the spawns that they got, but at some point when you're down by a significant margin, like they are, you know, 11 kills at the moment, you have to make a big play. At some point you have to go and hope that you get that next spawn trap, you get them trapped over at Mauler/Needler or something along those lines. So unfortunately though,
that's it.
That's gonna be Flame and Gaiden falling in game number 1 on the pit.
Yeah, that is going to be a wrap there. We got 15 kills for Snakebite, 10 kills for Mr. Worldwide, World Famous.
We're calling him Mr. Worldwide.
What's funny is that this is the Northeast, but the Southeast actually are the ones that are supposed to be taking that title.
Yeah. I mean,
you got
that's even more rivalry if they play each other.
Yeah, exactly. I would like to see that one. But so far, though, has been the Northeast in firm control. That matchup basically started there with possession of the overshield and how Snakebite was able to play around that, and ever since then it just constantly worked out in their favor.
Without a doubt. But that even despite a couple times where you saw Snakebite and World Famous fall down, they just were always in control.
Yeah.
Especially with, I was most impressed with World Famous there in those situations where, like I said, he was an enabler. He allowed Snakebite to go ahead and make risky plays, be the playmaker, and he was never falling and giving like power weapons after that. In fact, many times even like able to keep 2 players pinned down, like just laying down those couple shots when we saw him over at turret side and rotating away. So really impressed with World Famous's play right there. Yeah,
I like the way that they split up the map really well when they needed to. And I have to say, overall, very impressive stuff there, Game 1, Northeast.
East looking so dominant right now.
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, Snakebite, great captain, great leader. And you can see him actually before on the stage talking to World Famous or Mr. Worldwide, whatever you guys are going to call him, the new pitbull of esports. He was actually, you know, being like, right, come on, we've got to do this, we've got to do that. It's still never enough for Snakebite. I feel like he's always wanting to improve, but I think that's what makes his key to success.
Oh, without a doubt.
For sure.
You never, a player that's reached his success, they never just go into a game and it's like, oh, we won. All right, we're done. We never have to think about anything that we could have done differently or better. He's like, oh, yeah, hey, next time when we come in the situation where I'm calling out for help over here, I want you to support in this way. Or maybe, you know, he's just telling them certain things because they're going to continually improve game after game. I'm not sure if they are one of the squads that have been playing online together before it, but it looks like they have been. And just continue, like you said, just continue improvement, just saying what they could do slightly different or better, or even just talking about the next map and game type.
Definitely, you know, replays by there, brought to you by Mixer, of course. And, you know, looking at Flame and, you know, Gaiden, what were they missing there against the Northeast? What was going on?
You know, it was just a flat start. It was honestly, Lottie, just a flat start. They had the right mindset. They both went after the Rockets in the middle of the map, right? Which was, I think, you know, the wise play there, given that maybe Flame didn't get, you know, too many reps in with Gaiden. So they just wanted to play around each other. The thing was that Snakebite was able to get to that overshield so quickly and then be able to just push onto that. So that slight advantage that they had of being able to get one kill against World Famous early on, because they slaughtered him as he tried to push in from Rockets. That one kill kind of just gave them that or you thought it would give them that opportunity, and then Snakebite ties it up right away. So that slight advantage that they had really just dissipated, and then from there kind of just continued to fall apart.
Definitely, and talking about slight advantage, they've already got the map 1 done. So let's take a look at our series layout to see exactly what we've got next. Obviously brought to you by Xbox Game Pass. We've got Construct Slayer next. Now, Construct is one that I always hear on the negative end from pro players. Always like, oh god, Construct, I find it so hard. But when it comes to 2v2, how are they going to adapt to this one?
Well, one thing that's always been really difficult in fours with Construct is that you have, you know, 3 lifts to get to the top of the map and 4 players. So you have, you know, N+1 players to watch 3 lifts. And in a situation like that, it's nearly impossible to get on top without getting someone pulling off a ridiculous play or hoping that the other team did not set up properly. Whereas in twos, if you really want to be aggressive, like you can roll the dice. You're like, all right, one of us go up gold, one of us go up closed, and you have a mathematical chance, you know, that at least one of those is going to be open.
Yeah, exactly. It's a wide open map as well. You're going to see players really just kind of got to give up like one side of the map. There's not much you can do, right? You can't physically put yourself in all the areas on the map so that you can cover all the bases. So you're going to see a lot of fights that are going to take place up top. A lot of spawns are going to be happening down low, maybe even not because of 2v2. So they may even spawn like in Sword or
there could be some wacky spawns, but I still expect when players are down low that they might take a little slow. They might just be lifting up willy-nilly.
Yeah. Well, do you know what, gentlemen? Rather than speculating, let's take a look. Let's jump into this game now because I think we're ready to go.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much, Lottie. So, yes, time to go into game number 2. Construct Slayer, if you're just joining us, Northeast did manage to win Pit 25-13 to Northeast roster, Snakebite, and World Famous. For the Central side, you have Flamesword and Gaiden. They got to bounce back here. If not, they are going to be out of the Microsoft Store 2v2. But these are some of the key points you got to look out for, Dave. You know, you got yourself some power-ups. They're going to be down low. You also going to have the sniper. You're going to have a lot of things, a lot of toys that you can play around with them.
Absolutely. And I think we can both agree that Northeast clearly got the better start last time. We're going to have to see which team goes for a better start on this one. It looks like, once again, Northeast picks off 2 players, though. However, Snakebite does have Snipe, but I would consider top of the map most important here, getting top and getting those rocks.
Yeah, looking around, just trying to scout around as quickly as he possibly can.
He's got everything.
Yeah, he's got all the ability that he could possibly take advantage of, and smart enough.
He shares too.
Yeah, pass it along. There's no reason for you to hoard all the power-ups. Yes, you are the pro player. You've been in this position before, but just share the love, right? I'm okay with that. That was a very smart play.
Yeah. Obviously, they had so many weapons to go around last time when they were playing on Pit, so you'd see Snakebite hold on to a sniper and rockets because Mr. Worldwide already had control of another sniper. But yeah, in this case, especially in Construct, just getting someone with rockets up in those lifts and trying to get those free kills. And it looks like this game is slowing down a bit.
And it's less pressure as well for World Famous to take the rocket. right? Because that, with the splash damage, you know, you're able to delete a player quickly with that weapon, whereas like Snakebite, you know, he's going to take the precision weapon, the sniper rifle, hopefully try and get some body shots and then some follow-up. Look at this, World Famous going in for the double kill. That's going to be the assassination on a Gaiden, and right back to the top they go so that they can continue to maintain control of the top end here. The worst thing that can happen for them is
I was just
right
about
there.
to add, I was about to say, I was like, World Famous do a decent job understanding the spawns, but did not check gold, which was, you know, when I'm doing like a spawn cycle and trying to check out where players are at, first I'm looking for the free kill spots where someone spawns out and open, and after that it's like, all right, where are the threatening spots? Where could I be in most trouble? Because at some point looking down near snipe spawn, you might catch someone like running out there, like you didn't see him immediately. You gotta worry about your back.
I love the way the Snakebite's moving around this map as well, right? Because again, it's 2v2. So if you want to, if let's say you have a player that's challenging you on the close side, and then you end up going to lift on open, that's perfectly fine, because chance of that player being there is very minimal. They're going to continue to build upon this lead. World Famous did manage to get that overshield, and it's going to be 9-3. So far, so good for the Northeast.
Yeah, they're looking real strong here. World Famous picking up a double. We keep talking, like one thing I highlighted before was saying, I think these Microsoft Store players are going to be the difference makers in the series. And look at World Famous, he's just going off. That day's getting like, I don't want to say a single-hand double kill, but that's, you know, essentially with Snakebite's distraction and or help, he still was able to clean up both of them or take them out.
And the other thing too, right, for folks that are maybe watching Halo for the first time coming in here, look very closely at the player POV. You're going to see Snakebite, his vision's going to drift over to his right. Why is he doing that? Because he's screen watching his teammate's screen. Not something you want to do in an FFA, but which I'm guilty of. But you want to like watch your teammate's screen to see where either A, they're going to be spawning, where they're positioning, so that then you can try and push the fight and get the advantage. Those are the small little details you got to look out for, especially in these slower paced 2v2 matches.
Yes, absolutely. But Central Division still aren't out of this yet. I mean, it can be scary in 2v2, especially when it's at 25. When you get down by a little bit or get a bad start, it feels like the pressure's on. It feels like you don't have much room for error, and unfortunately, a Gaiden falling there to Snakebite.
That was such a good play from Snakebite too to challenge. Like Gaiden, he could have just continued to play around that, you know, the library area there and just continue to hang around. But the thing that I liked from Snakebite in that particular moment was that he didn't really give Gaiden a clean angle for him to be able to shoot that rocket so he could instantly kill him.
Yeah, he knew what kind of fight he was going into. He saw the player through the window, through the glass, and generally you just gotta stay airborne when someone has rockets like that, and you can just jump from, you know, rockets there, just out in the open, and unless that player's hitting some sort of body shot, which is, you know, even a top pro is not really gonna go for, you're in trouble. So counterintuitive, but Gaiden probably needed to have his BR out in that situation.
Okay, another interesting play here as well, and it's going to push on up. Flamesword was waiting for it though. Flamesword not able to get the kill, and that was going to be because Snakebite had that overshield. Gaiden there for the follow-up and the cleanup duty comes through. Aisle 2, top gold. They're not out of this one quite yet.
Fortunate spawn from Northeast. So on two separate occasions, you think about on Pit where Flame got that double kill on Bridge and then started to push on over into the Northeast base. Both the players spawned near like Fox, you know, they didn't spawn like Mauler and Needler on Pit. So they, you know, unfortunate situation that in game one. And then here, once again, they get a couple kills or get a kill and they spawn over in glass. So sometimes that's just the luck of the draw.
Yeah, right. You try and control as much as you possibly can, but things just, you know, oftentimes is in a 2v2 just do not go your way and can be very infuriating where things just start to snowball like this. Northeast, though, 4 kills away from winning this one. Make that 3, as a matter of fact, as Snakebite picks up another kill there onto Gaiden. Central Division having a hard time getting any kind of kills here, but it's going to be Northeast and have been rolling through them on Construct. A great start. They started off the game with 2 kills right away. That set that tempo, that tone, and every time someone's going to be one shot, you have another one push out forward and follow through with yet another kill. The final, the 25th one, is going to be down low potentially from Gaiden. They're split up as well. He's got to be very, very careful if you're Gaiden. He has to try and get to his teammate. but there's just nothing that they can do. They can't give this one up or it's game over.
No, yeah, there's no room for error, and this is a near impossible situation against against Snakebite and World Famous because they're playing so well. I think if it was a different situation, we saw them blundering a bit more or having trouble, we could see a potential comeback, or you know, a 15-kill run's not out of the question. But
and look at that, by the way, World Famous, man, he's top fragging. He got 15 kills out of that game. Very well done from him. Let's take a look at the post-game Carnage report, and the assist are another thing you also want to pay close attention to, right? 5 assists for World Famous, 8 for Snakebite. Really assisting as much as he possibly can, just ensuring that he's able to put World Famous in a position where he can frag out, pick up those key kills, guide them to victory. Very, very well done.
I mean, incredible stuff there from the Northeast. They have not messed about, have they, with those 2 maps that we just saw. I mean, let's just talk about some of the key points that we took from both of those games. But Snakebite really sharing the love with World Famous. You know, he hasn't sort of acted like, okay, let me just take the reins here. He really has pushed it across the board, and World Famous has shown that he can keep up with it too. I mean, 15 kills in that last game.